Look at this. All right, check out Mark Williams before he lost 80 pounds. He's not looking forward to this picture, but now we have the after. Look at him. He lost 80 pounds with the help of Charles D'Angelo. Wow, is that the same guy? My goodness.
It's an excellent.
All right, have a seat. Let's chat all about this. Welcome to both of you.
Hey, thank you very much.
Okay, so 80 pounds, I'm sure that feels good, huh?
It feels very good. It's great. I was up to 250 pounds 3 years ago. Alarms went off in my head, and they said, I've got to do something. And I knew I needed some help to happen, that I would not be able to do it on my own. I needed someone to help give me a plan, someone that could just guide me through the process. And that's what happened.
What is it about his program that just helped you be so successful? Because, you know, people try 10 million, billion different things, but obviously it works what he is doing. What is it?
One, for me, it's the structure that he provided in terms of meals as well as exercise, as well as having someone who kept me honest towards the goals. I mean, you know, I can lie to myself maybe, and I certainly don't want my wife to nag me. And so I need someone like Charles to keep me honest.
That can be a jerk and not live with him at the same time.
Exactly right. Or, you know, tell me I'm doing a great job and give me, you know, praise for that.
More often than not, in Mark's case, it was telling him how great he was doing, because his change really resulted from coming up with compelling reasons. And if you're sitting at home right now and you're looking at those pictures of Mark and you're saying to yourself, I don't know how in the world I can change, I always tell people the only things you need to come up with is compelling reasons. Isn't that Mark? Isn't that right, Mark?
Absolutely.
I mean, once you come up with compelling reasons, the only way you are the way you are today is because you don't have enough reasons to change. Once you have enough reasons to change, everything changes, because when you're diagnosed with abnormal cholesterol, like Mark had elevated cholesterol levels, that brought him to my office. When you can't fit into the clothes you want to fit into, when you don't have the energy you want, when you don't have the intimacy, the juice in your relationship that you really long for, when those things become more and more apparent to you and you're really focusing on those reasons, then you can get leverage on yourself to change. But people keep themselves stagnated in a place of indecision because they comfort themselves by saying, well, I'll change, you know, when this day comes. And with today,
spring, when it's nicer out.
And now, what better time than today, being Fat Tuesday, Lent's upon us tomorrow, why not make the decision to start to make some monumental, massive changes? And when I say massive, I don't mean stop eating or start exercising 6 times a day. What I mean by that is really just start to be strategic. Mark said something very, very important. He said, Charles provided structure. And what I do for people is we set up a meal plan where you're eating 6 times a day, and it's all real food. It's all things you get at the grocery store, isn't it, Mark?
Yes.
And in fact, you're eating more food than you're used to. Mark was eating very, very seldom when he came to see me, sometimes skipping breakfast, sometimes not eating as consistently as he should, and his metabolism was really slowed. So you'd be amazed at how much you can eat and how little exercise is required.
What was amazing to me, eating 6 times a day, I mean, 3 of them are very small snacks, but I was eating something every 3 hours or something.
Good.
And that really kept me from ever feeling hungry. I was not hungry at all, which really surprised me.
Well, that's nice. And for more help, you can get Charles' book, Think and Grow Thin. Always good help. There we are right there.
Endorsed by President Clinton.
That's right.
The whole guide is in there. So if people need a strategy and they don't want to come to my office, they can go to Barnes & Noble and pick that up, or go to my website, charlesdangelo.com, and get it there too.
That's right. He said it himself. You can get Charles' help at his website. Just go to charlesdangelo.com to find out more or contact him. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Appreciate it.
He did great.
All right, well, coming up, we have our